Hi everyone, Mr. Fans here, and today I'm going to take you over the basics of Google Classroom. Now remember, you need to log into your Gmail to get to Google Classroom. So first we'll need to find Chrome. Now Google Chrome on a Peel District School Board computer might not be visible on the desktop, so you need to access the Applications menu, and you'll get this pop-up here, and you'll open Google Chrome. When you open Google Chrome, you will land at the Peel District School Board homepage. Now you do not need to log into the staff login area here. This will take you to the Office 365 section. We need to actually go to the BYOD login, or you can click a new tab open also and go to Gmail directly here. Now, when you get into the BYOD login, you can click Apps for Education and it will automatically sync to your PDSB.net Gmail. Now, when you need to access Google Classroom, you must be in Gmail first to get it via the application button on the corner here. This is a button that takes you to all the apps associated with your account. Now, if you're in something like Drive or Sheets first and not in Gmail, you will not be able to click down here and find Google Classroom. So once again, when you're in Gmail, your PDSB Gmail, click on the app icon in the top right corner, click more, and at the bottom, or scroll down with the mouse wheel and you'll find Google Classroom. Now when you get into the Google Classroom site, if you have Google Classrooms like I do, it'll be populated on your screen, so you'll see all your Google Classrooms. But if you're new to Google Classrooms, all you will see is the top bar, this top bar only, and you'll see a plus sign. All right, now your options for the plus sign are to either join a class, which you can be as a staff member or a teacher, you can join a class, but more for students to join a class. They can do that when you click on here with a class code. Or you can create your own classes. So create a class. Now on the other side here, we have a menu. Now the menu will display all, if I click here, it goes to all my classes, this page here. I have a calendar of events and timelines. So it would post all my due dates, everything in a Google Calendar, and I could see it there. I also have upcoming work for all my classrooms. So everything that's submitted, not submitted. Okay, I've had students do some training for Google Apps that shows who's done, who's not. Okay, I need to review these things. Things that I have reviewed would be in the other tab here. Now, these are all my Google Classrooms. And at the bottom, I have my archived classes. So previous classes that I've worked on in past years. So I can access the work, some assignments. If I wanted to pull up an old assignment, I can pull it up there. Also on the bottom here, you'll see settings, and you can go through notification settings for Google Classroom, like do you want email updates, things like that. Now let's go back to the classroom. So we'll go back up to the top here and click on classes. Now, if you're new to Google Classroom and you want to start a class, here's how you're going to do it. You'll create a class, and let's say I'm starting another computers class. Computers section. Let's go for my grade 8s, 8K. All right, and I'll just put it's a demo so I don't get confused and think I actually have an 8K class this year. So I'll click create. It will automatically take me to that classroom once it's created. And it defaults with all this, all the color formats. It'll give you a default color format. You can select a theme if you wanted to change it. Okay, let's say we were doing it's a computer class, so let's figure out something here. Computers, this is techie. And you could change your theme. All right, you can also upload a personal photo. I've done that for other classes. I've actually uploaded something I've photoshopped and put that in there just so it's my personalized area there. On the top here it says the class description and then the instructor. You can add instructors, so if you wanted to add an instructor, you didn't want to be the only teacher in the Google Classroom, what you can do is you can invite a teacher and you can add another teacher, and it'll search the Peel Board registry in the Peel Board's case. So I can add Mr. I'll just put his last name, McCreesh. Let's see if I can find him. Okay, if I wanted to add Mr. McCreesh, I would click on him. He's identified below there. I would click next and he would be added. All right. You can also change the any of the details for the Google Classroom in the About section. Now for the stream, this is what the students are going to see. They're going to see this stream. This is where you're going to post all your material. Now, how do you post material? You want to set up the Google Classroom first. To post any material, here are your options. You go to the plus sign, and I can create an announcement. Announcement simply is just stating something. Welcome to my class. Now you have a topic section. I would put this in the intro section so you can keep your work organized. If you wanted to, you can add a link. You can add a YouTube video if you want a specific YouTube video added to it. Any Google documents you want to add to it, charts, spreadsheets, any documentation, and any attachments from your hard drive. So simply post it. Okay, and it says welcome to my class. Very, very basic. An announcement is a very, very basic item. Now the next thing we can do is create an assignment. The difference between an assignment and an announcement is simply the fact that you can set a due date and it collects the student's information. So if I say getting to know me, that's the assignment title, and it's write a paragraph about yourself. Once again, this is not something I do, I'm just giving you a basic example. Say I wanted to write a paragraph about themselves. I can set a due date down here calendar wise. Let's say it's due tomorrow. I can even do a time option if I want it at a certain time. Okay, I can put it still in the intro section, so all my intro stuff is together. And I can even attach, once again, a video, a link, a Google Drive, or a attachment for that. Once it's assigned, it will appear here, but look at the difference. You have done or not done. When you get students in your classroom, you can click on done, and it will populate what students are done the assignment or who is not. So the other items we can add here, we can create questions for the class. Okay. What is your favorite food? Okay, and you can say, please answer the following question. And you can say you want it to be short answer, and students can actually reply to each other, and students can edit their answers. So then you can ask the classroom that, and then students will be prompted to answer the question either through their Gmail or right on the site. And you'll get what is a graph response to it all. So you get some data with that too. And the best part is, let's say I wanted to use some old material from my old classrooms. I could go into any of my old classrooms or other classrooms. I can say, hey, 6A assignment. No, we don't want to use grade 6s for grade 8s. Let's say 8A assignment. I want to reuse that. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I want to intro my kids to Prodigy. I want to reuse it. It will plug this item in. If you want to edit anything within there, you can, and you can post it. So it'll automatically be placed on your Google site. Now, with all that said, I wanted to show you one last thing. How do we actually get the students in this Google Classroom? Well, students can be notified two different ways. One way is through the email system. Now, my school location is S for school, 1353. And let's say I wanted to get all my 8A students, no, 8K, I don't have an 8K class, but I'm gonna show you 8A just for example's sake. Okay, 8A, it will find all my 8A students, and I can send them all an email saying, you're invited to this group, please accept this invite. So this way we'll send an invite to the students. However, if you're dealing with lower grades in terms of younger students, or you want to be in control of who's in the classroom and who's not, on the left side here, there's a Google Classroom code. What you can do is you can have all the students in a lab setting or send them an email, and you can invite them where they type in that code. Remember when we went to Google Classroom and we needed to add a class? We went back to classes and we need to join a class. That is where we would use that code. So going back to 8K computers, I would go back to students and they would type that code in there and automatically be plugged in. Another feature of another feature of Google Classrooms is you can email guardians. So the parents, guardians, whoever's interested and wants to be connected to the classroom will get monthly to weekly email updates of what's going on, what assignments are due, how the students are doing, and any other relevant information. So just to give you an overview of kind of my format for Google Classrooms, I'll take you to, let's see what 6A is there. So what I have done now, I'll just show you students. It gives you a student list None of their guardians have been invited because they're new to my school, so I'm going to get in contact with the guardian soon and get their emails. So you just simply click there, you add their email and you invite them. But you see you get a full student roster, okay? Other things you get with Google Classroom is when I do an assignment, it clicks on who's done and who's not done. So it identifies who's done, identifies who's not done. All right. And another thing in Google Classroom that you can do is when you're in your classroom setting here, they set up work folders for you. So all the students' work is placed in a folder that is uploaded directly to your Google Drive. So you can mark it via Google Drive. All right, so that's a basic overview of Google Classrooms. Hope you get started. If you don't, hope you just took a look and said maybe that's something you'll get to later. All right.